Imagine standing at the edge of the largest ocean on Earth, staring out at a horizon so vast it seems endless. Now, imagine being trapped out there, alone, with no food, no fresh water, and no way home. Just waves stretching forever, storms that can crush you in seconds, and silence that eats away at your mind. For most, this would mean certain death. But for one fisherman, it became the beginning of the longest survival story in recorded history: 14 months lost at sea, 438 days of fighting hunger, thirst, storms, and despair, and somehow, surviving. Welcome to Rivo TV, where we bring you stories so unbelievable, they almost feel like fiction. But tonight, what you're about to hear is absolutely real: the incredible tale of José Salvador Alvarenga, the man who drifted across the Pacific longer than anyone before or since. The Pacific Ocean. It's not just big, it's colossal, beyond what the human mind can truly grasp. Covering 1/3 of Earth's surface, it swallows continents and stretches farther than the eye can dream. Dotted across its endless blue are tiny islands, many so remote that most humans will never set foot on them. Once lost in this ocean, you are gone. The odds of being found are almost zero. And yet, this is where Alvarenga's nightmare began. In late 2012, he was a 36-year-old fisherman living in Costa Azul, a small Mexican village. Fishing was his life, his livelihood, his everyday. On November 17, he prepared for what should have been just a simple shark fishing trip. His companion was a teenager, inexperienced but eager to earn. Their boat was small, only 23 feet, fiberglass, with an outboard motor. No cabin. No shelter. No backup engine. They carried a day's worth of supplies, some bait, a little food, a bit of water. It was supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be routine. But nature had other plans. 70 miles offshore, the weather turned violent. A storm built quickly, hammering their tiny boat with waves the size of buildings. For 6 brutal hours, they fought to stay afloat. Alvarenga's skills saved them. He dumped gear, cut nets, did anything to keep the boat from sinking. By morning, they could see the coast, just 12 miles away. Safety was so close. Then, their motor sputtered, and died. The silence was deadly. Their fuel was gone. They were adrift. Alvarenga reached for his radio, sending coordinates back to shore. A rescue should have been on its way. But then, the radio battery went dead. Their only lifeline was cut. And as the winds shifted, the ocean began pulling them farther away. By the time anyone searched, they were already too far. Days passed. Their small supply of food and water lasted less than a week. After that, survival turned primal. They caught fish with bare hands, trapped seabirds, and cracked open turtles for meat and blood. Rain became their salvation, every drop of fresh water more precious than gold. But when skies stayed dry, they drank turtle blood just to keep from collapsing. The physical struggle was brutal, but the psychological torment was even worse. The endless horizon never changed. Sunlight burned them raw by day. Cold winds froze them by night. Their bodies weakened, their minds darkened. For Alvarenga's young companion, the suffering became too much. After months of misery, he gave up. He refused to eat, refused to drink. And one night, he let go of life, leaving Alvarenga alone with nothing but the sea and silence. For 6 months, Alvarenga drifted, a ghost of a man. His beard grew long, his clothes shredded, his skin scarred by sun and salt. He began hallucinating, visions of family, voices in the waves, whispers in the stars. Once, he saw a massive cargo ship cutting across the horizon. Heart racing, he screamed, waved, even leapt into the water, thrashing wildly. But no one saw. The ship passed by, vanishing like a phantom. That moment nearly broke him. Still, he clung to life. Day after day. Week after week. Month after month. More than 5,000 miles across the Pacific. Hope faded, but something deep within refused to let go. Then, in January 2014, after 438 days, he noticed coconuts drifting in the water. Coconuts meant land. With what little strength he had left, he scanned the horizon, and saw it. Green. A sliver of paradise. An island. He threw himself into the water, swimming with a body more bone than flesh. At last, his feet touched sand. Locals found him collapsed on the shore of the Marshall Islands, starved, scarred, barely alive. They fed him. They clothed him. They gave him life again. But his story didn't end there. When news of his survival broke, he became both a hero and a suspect. The family of his deceased companion accused him of cannibalism, saying no man could survive so long without it. Alvarenga denied it, insisting he survived only through sheer will and what the ocean gave him. To this day, some doubt remains. But what no one can deny is the fact, no one in history has survived longer adrift at sea. 438 days. Alone. Hungry. Dying. But still alive. His tale is more than just survival, it's proof of what the human spirit can endure when tested by nature at its cruelest. You've been watching Rivo TV. If this story amazed you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Because here on Rivo TV, we bring you the most extraordinary survival stories, mysteries, and human experiences from around the world. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.